Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for the Division 2 weekly vendor reset. Well guys, there is no maintenance or anything, so let's just get rid of these vendors real quick. So the first named item we have here is the Cold Relations SMG. We have the Perfect Strain Talent. We have 7% of health damage, 12.5% of crit chance, and 10.2% of SMG damage. Pretty good one, I would say. I mean, in terms of the talent, not in terms of the attributes, it's like in the halfway there. You have to optimize a lot, but it's actually a good SMG, to be honest. So you can change the health damage and add damage to target out of cover if you want to use it. All right, next we have MP5 ST SMG with Breadbasket Talent. We have 9% of headshot damage, 14.5% of crit chance, and 4% of SMG damage. Then we have G36C Assault Rifle with Perpetuation Talent, 6.5% of crit chance, 14% of health damage, 10.2% of Assault Rifle damage. You have X45 Tactical Pistol with Spike Talent, 9% of headshot damage, 11% of pistol damage. Then we have Sokolov Backpack with Concussion Talent. We have 8.5% of headshot damage, 3,695 armor regen, and 11.3% of weapon damage. Pretty decent one, I would say. Then we have Providence Chest Piece with Reassigned Talent, 7% of skill damage, 6% of weapon handling, 10.4% of weapon damage. Then we have Offensive System Mod, which is 4.3% of crit chance, a Drone Mod, which is 8% of scan range, a Turret Mod, which is 7.6% of health, and finally we have a Sticky Launcher Mod, which is 4.7% of blast radius. Alrighty guys, we're here at the clans vendor, so let's take a look. So we have here is the Pristine Example chest piece, which is a named Orioldi chest piece. Comes with Perfect Focus Talent. We have armor regen on here and headshot damage and weapon damage. I mean, it's a pretty good one. It's actually being used on marksman rifle builds and stuff. If you were tired of using Headhunter or whatever the case, it actually does a lot of damage. Even if you want to use it on assault rifle builds and stuff like that, you can use it. The headshot damage is okay because this is actually a marksman rifle piece, so you can use that and then change the armor regen to maybe crit chance, crit damage, something like that, or even weapon handling. That'll be good. Next we have Hunter Fury Mask with 11.5% of weapon damage, 7.7% of headshot damage. Then we have Future Initiative Holster with 8.7% of status effect, Ongoing Directive Holster with maxed out weapon damage, 9.5% crit skill haste, pretty good one. Then we have SCHG-12 Shotgun with Future Perfect Talent. We have maxed out headshot damage, 9% of damage to armor, 11% of shotgun damage. The custom LED6A2 LMG with Vindictive Talent. We have maxed out a swap speed, 11% of damage to target out of cover, and 7.8% of LMG damage. We have Petrov holster with maxed out weapon damage, 7% of headshot damage, 6.9% of explosive resistance. We have ACS shotgun with ignited talent, maxed out crit damage, 9% of damage to armor, 10.7% of shotgun damage. You have Douglas and Harding mask with weapon damage, 10.4, armor regen 4,435, and health is 16,347. Then we have Hana Yu mask with 8.2% status effect, 9.5% of skill damage, pretty good one. Get one of these, you know. And next we have Gilligard gloves with 129,727 armor, 6.8% explosive resistance, 9.2% of status effect. Then we have offensive system mod, which is 5% of crit chance, pretty okay. Then we have chem launcher mod, which is 4.5% of duration. Hive mod, which is 4.4% of duration. What is it? Secret Mind. Yeah, Secret Mind with 6.6% of health. Alrighty, guys, we're here at the theater settlement, so let's take a look. We got the Fox's Prey. Okay, that's nice. Fox's Prey is a good one. We have weapon damage 13.2, which is fairly high, I would say. Then we have damage to target out of cover, of course. We have skill haze. You can change that to crit damage, crit chance, whatever your build requires. Or even headshot damage, you know, if you're into that. So yeah, you can use this. Definitely buy it. It's a must-have for basically new players or pretty much every player. But if you don't have one, if you're a new player, returning player, whatever the case, come and buy it. Very, very good piece. Next, we have Marine Super 90 shotgun with Future Perfect Talent. 9% of magazine size, 9% of damage to armor, 10.8% of shotgun damage. Oh, come on. When there's going to be a day where I will have all three attributes the same numbers? Come on. We have military MK17, which is the rifle. We have ignited talent, 13.9% of swap speed, 11% of crit damage, 9.3% of rifle damage. Fenris gloves with 10.3 weapon damage, 10.8 skill haste, and 7.6% skill damage. Then we have Orioldi knee pads with 11.3% of weapon damage, 6% of weapon handling, 7.5% of explosive resistance. Then we have defensive system mod, which is 11% operation from elites. Then we have a Secret Mind mod, which is 5% of skill haste, shield mod, which is 4.1 holster regeneration, Firefly mod, which is 6% of damage, and lastly we have a decoy mod, which is 6% of duration. Alrighty, guys, we're here at the campus element, so let's take a look. We got a Carnage LMG here with perfect sadist talent, 8.1% of accuracy, 8% of damage to target out of cover, and 10.2% of LMG damage. Then we have SRS A1 marksman rifle with naked talent, 3.7% of rate of fire, 91% of headshot damage, and 10.6% of marksman rifle damage. We have military MK46 LMG with future perfect talent, 7% of crit damage, 9% of damage to target out of cover, and 10.2% of LMG damage. You have China Light Mask with 4.1 crit chance, 8.5% of status effect, a Grupo holster with 11.5 weapon damage, 10.4 crit damage, and 16.2 repair skill, a utility system mod which is 8.4 skill duration, chem launcher mod which is +1 ammo, hive mod which is +4 repair charges, pulse mod which is 8.5 effect duration, and last we have a strap mod which is 4.1% of duration. Alrighty, guys, we're here at the DZ East vendor, so let's take a look. We got the Akim's long stick marksman rifle with perfect range of talent. We have 5% of damage to armor, 86% of headshot damage, and 9.5% of marksman rifle damage. We have Socom MK22 SSR marksman rifle with killer talent, maxed out damage to target out of cover, 91% of headshot damage, and 6.1 marksman rifle damage. You have classic M60 LMG with sadist talent, 5% of damage to armor, 8% of damage to target out of cover, and 11.4% of LMG damage. Then we have a tip of the spear mask with 12.7% of weapon damage, 14,216 is the health. Future initiative holster with armor regen. We have Empress International mask with 7.6 skill damage, 9.4 critical hit damage. We have Empress International holster with 10% of skill haste, 10% of crit damage. Yay, finally! But I want all three of them, not two, but yeah, 10%, yeah. And then we have a utility system mod, which is 8.3% of skill duration, chem launcher mod, which is +1 ammo, hive mod, which is 7.9 health damage, no, not damage, sorry, just health. And then we have pulse mod, which is 8.7 effect duration, and finally we have a trap charge mod, which is 4.1 duration. So that's for DZ East. Alrighty, guys, we're here at DZ South vendor, so let's take a look. We got the Billstorm. Oh yeah, the perfect bloodsucker. Okay, the perfect bloodsucker talent. I mean, it's not Dark Zone exclusive, is it? I forgot. I knew the Bloodsucker talent was, yeah, I forgot if it's a Dark Zone exclusive or not. Just remind me, all right? So we got Perfect Bloodsucker, maxed out armor here, weapon handling, and repair skill of 12.4%. You can actually change the repair skill and add maybe crit damage, and you can use it. Pretty good one. Next, we have Police UMP45 SMG with insane talent, 4% of damage to armor, 12.5% of crit chance, and 13.2% of SMG damage. We have AUG A3 CQC assault rifle with spike talent. We have 8.7% accuracy, 15% of health damage, and 10.8 assault rifle damage. You have a D-series pistol with future perfect talent. We have 8.7% reload speed, 10.8 pistol damage. A True Patriot backpack with 113,251 armor, 8.4 hazard protection. Aces and 8 chest piece with 7.7 weapon damage, 7.5 weapon handling. We have Yalkir backpack. We have combined arms talent. We have crit chance of 4.4%, 7% of skill damage, 117,645 is the armor. I got excited by seeing a Yalkir piece. It would have been nice if the talent were like vigilance or composure or something like that. Then we have Douglas and Harding chest speed with tag team talent. We have 9.4 status effect, 4,531 armor regen. The weapon damage is just too low. We have offensive protocol mod, which is 4.5 crit chance, a drone mod, which is 6.2 deflect duration, and then we have a turret mod, which is 7.8% of health, and then we have a sticky launcher mod, which is 6.3% of damage. Alrighty, guys, we're in DZ West vendors. Let's take a look. We got a Ulibre, how you want to pronounce that. Okay, so not a single good Dark Zone exclusive item. Wow. We have perfect jazz hands talent on it, 8% of crit damage, 9% of damage to armor, 11.3 shotgun damage. A Super 90 shotgun with spike talent, maxed out crit damage, 11% of damage to armor, and 5.7% of shotgun damage. These are basically the same weapon, huh? I don't know. We have a lightweight M4 rifle with strain talent, 7% of crit chance, 13% of crit damage, 11% of rifle damage. A hardwire gloves with 7.6% of skill damage. Aces and 8 knee pads with 10.4 weapon damage, 7% of headshot damage. Providence gloves with 9.1 weapon damage, 7% of headshot damage, 4.8 crit chance. Overload ornaments knee pads with 10% of weapon damage, 6.7 skill damage, 4.4% of crit chance. A defensive protocol mod, which is 15,668 is the armor and kill. Seeker mine mod, which is 4.1% of radius. Then we have shield mod, which is 4.1 holster regeneration, Firefly mod, which is 6.1% of skill haste, and decoy mod, which is 6% of duration. So that's it for DZ West. Let's go to New York. Alrighty, guys, we're here at New York, Haven Settlement. So let's take a look where Roy Benitez got for us. So we have PDR assault rifle here with perpetuation talent, 6% of damage to target out of cover, 15% of health damage, 10.9 assault rifle damage, custom M44 marksman rifle with steady-handed talent, 11% of magazine size, 67% of headshot damage, 13.2% of marksman rifle damage. Then we have urban MDR rifle with perpetuation talent. Then we have 9% of magazine size, 12% of crit damage, and 10.6 rifle damage. A D-series pistol with spike talent, 8% damage to target out of cover, 11% of pistol damage. Ultimate backpack with combined arms talent. We have 4.2% of crit chance and 10.2% of crit damage. Then we have a golden gear gloves with 146,000. 111 is the armor. Then we have 8.4% of heads of protection, 9% of skill haste, a group of Sombra mask with pretty high weapon damage there, 2.8% of crit chance, cute one. We have 8.3% of status effect. You can use it. You can change the status effect to crit damage, but you just have to optimize the crit chance by a lot. But it's a pretty good one. I mean, if you do it like that. Then we have offensive system mod, which is 4.6% crit chance, a defensive protocol mod, which is 8.4 blind def resistance. Then we have turret mod, which is 4.2% of damage, a firefly mod, which is 8.1% speed, a track charge mod, which is 4.2% of duration. So that's it for Roy Benitez. Alrighty, guys, finally we are the final vendor, so let's take a look. We got a police UMP45 SMG with close and personal talent, 4.1% rate of fire, 14% of crit chance, and 10.2 SMG damage. A military MK46 LMG with fast hands talent, 8.8% of stability, 8% of damage to target out of cover, 10.1 LMG damage. Then we have tactical SASG-12K shotgun with ignited talent, 7% of damage to target out of cover, 9% of damage to armor, 10.6% of shotgun damage. Then we have Card 45 pistol with fast hands talent. We have 11.2% of swap speed, 12.9 pistol damage. A Petrov backpack with adrenaline rush talent, 8.2 hazard protection, 5.5 weapon handling, 10.7 weapon damage. You have Sheshka gloves with 10% weapon damage, 15.9 repair skill, 6.7 explosive resistance. A 511 tactical mask with 90,460 armor, 9.7 explosive resistance, 5.5 skill damage. Then you have offensive system mod, which is 10% of crit damage, offensive protocol mod, which is 4.4 crit chance, a turret mod, which is 5.9 duration, a firefly mod, which is +1 max target, and finally we have a trap charge mod, which is 4.2% of duration. So that's it for weekly vendor, guys. Let me be the first person to say that this vendor is trash. I mean, a lot of you guys are gonna say that, hey, all the vendors are trash. No, there are some good items, but this vendor is just it's just not good. The dark zone items are not that great. Just nothing is good. There are some like maxed out stats for new players, probably, if they're trying to extract it to their recalibration station, but otherwise it's just bad. So just stay away from it. That's basically for the video. Hope you guys find anything useful, not here, maybe in open world. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.